completely honest with you, all of my PR people said, don't bring up Carlton Pearson, don't bring up the dedication, and don't bring up New Year's Eve.
And I want to be clear, you brought up Carlton Pearson. I didn't bring him up. I tried to jump over him.
Well, since you was talking, I just figured, because it's been 3 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks. So for those of you who don't go to church and have no idea who Carlton Pearson is, Carlton Pearson was defrocked by the African American College of Bishops for believing in inclusion and saying that there was no hell for people to go to. He died very recently after a battle with cancer. Bishop Murphy was one of the soloists at his funeral, and then came back home. Yes,
soloist.
Where
you dating yourself, man?
You a psalmist?
No, I'm not even. That don't even.
He was
sound
the
right.
guest artist at a funeral.
Okay.
I don't know how you put that together. He's a guest artist at a funeral.
He's like I did an A and B selection.
He only did A. He came back home.
Actually, I didn't do an A because I gave my time back because it got a little.
So you didn't sing at all.
But I didn't sing at all. I was supposed to at the request of his daughter, Majesty.
Yes.
Which is the segue into how we got here, because both of us have this call to this generation, to this church. So Bishop Pearson's daughter, Majesty, who has, I think, one of the most cutting edge ministries. She's an up and coming soloist.
Yes.
And she just released some music out there. Majesty, you owe me. I just gave you a free plug. And so some kind of way we connected. Social media, she connected to my ministry. And when Bishop passed away, I reached out to say, hey, love you, praying for you if you need anything, blah, blah, blah. She asked, it would really be an honor if you would come and minister at my dad's celebration of life. Of course, Dee and I jumped on a plane, went to Tulsa, and I was just really moved by the lack of presence. And my conversation was around, we all have an uncle who says stuff that's off the wall that we don't agree with, but bet nobody else say nothing about him. And the heart of that conversation was that we're serving a generation who does not feel safe in church. That the way that the church has handled our beloved, the way that the church has handled our most valued assets after they have displayed some type of humanity, is just unsafe to people who have never been exposed to church culture. So my conversation, Dr. Bryant, was around, as a church, we've got to be intentional about creating safe space for people who have never heard the message of the gospel, which was Jesus's whole, that was his whole flow. And of course, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, the religious order of the day, took issue with Jesus because he was always creating safe space for people who had never heard the message of the gospel.